Hi, hello. I always had this idea of having eco-friendly business or creating something that's sustainable, that should not harm the environment, that should not harm the human beings, that should not harm the world around us. And I always looked into the businesses and I always looked into business in terms of thinking it as trying to find solutions of or saying that trying to find a better solution of the existing product or service. And today, after a brief talk with one of the person, I realized that it's hard. Especially creating any eco business is hard because there is requirement of not just product or service, but there is one huge requirement, and that is change. And we human beings face so hard, or it's very difficult for us to change. There has been businesses around for so long, so many businesses who try to solve the same problem, and that was to reduce waste and to make this world a better place. And one of the most important factor that is required to create business in this segment is not product, not service, not software, but that is awareness. Awareness is the only thing that you can succeed. And first of all, when we are creating eco-friendly business, we can't think about profit, because as we are doing it for sustainability, profit should be our last thing to look into. And this kind of hit me hard because I wanted to make money. I wanted to make sure that my business create profit. And and he made me look into like all these different eco businesses which has started, or why they failed, or why some of them couldn't even start it despite having very great ideas and despite having practical implications of those ideas, just because of simple one thing that people don't want to change. People are not aware. People are people don't want to bother, right? And he told me one very interesting thing, that only 1% population of this world, or let's say, even I could be wrong, or let's say very minimal amount of population in this world have the three basic necessity of human beings: food, shelter, and clothes. Very minimal, and other majority of the people don't have these things. So when these three basic needs of human lives are not fulfilled, why would they bother about sustainability? Why will they bother about if the food is organic or not when their children are hungry? And it touched me so much that that's the main problem, first of all. The privileged people waste foods, right? And maybe even I waste food, or maybe I throw clothes because I had that privilege. I think everyone who is interested or who really wants to create business in these sectors, we all should, I think, start from awareness. We all should start from making sure that there is a problem, first of all, that our daily activities are somewhere, somehow affecting the environment, affecting the world around us. And those effects may not hugely seen during our time, right? But in the generations to come, we might see those adverse effects on the lives of human being, on the lives of animal, or around our whole ecosystem. It might can affect in the long run. And maybe we are not seeing those effects now, but those adverse effects may come later in the future. So that's how I think we should start. We should start from addressing the basic problems first, trying to settle down and trying to find ways to solve those basic problems, and slowly bringing that awareness into eco products, to bring awareness regarding the importance of eco friendly products. We all drink coffee, and most of us use takeaway cups. And more than 90% of those takeaway cups are always disposed in the landfill. And as the population are growing, slowly but surely, we will not have enough land to cultivate, right? And as more waste goes into the landfill, it's also degrading the quality of soil. So vice versa, it's affecting ecosystem, and soon enough it will also start affecting us, our livelihood. So to everyone who wants to start an eco-friendly business, start with awareness. Thanks so much.